So I rode the coasters of Vegas. I was in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. Or is it Nevada? Nevada? I don't know. I always said Nevada. I'm not gonna lie, Vegas is not my thing. I'm not, I don't know, not really my thing. So why am I in Vegas? To play a show. Drums. Show is Saturday night, so here's the plan. The plan is to drive out Friday, hit coasters Friday and hang out. We have some homies playing a show Friday, go to that. Hit coasters on Saturday, then play my show, then go home. I'm here with my good friend Ray Van Turn. He's from the Bay Area. He's pretty aggressive. I want to see a Rory Coaster versus Ray Van Turn boxing match. No more of this Jake Paul shit. I want to see enthusiasts fight over if S&S free spins are good or not, but with their fists. Anyways, so drove out in the morning, stopped at Alien Jerky, of course, rolled up to the Strip to New York. The plan was to do the Big Apple coaster. Ray hit some slots and won. He won like $1 million. It was crazy. I mean, that usually happens to most people when you go to Vegas, right? Time to find the roller coaster that is in this casino. Honestly, like this ride, like it's cool that it exists. It's interesting as hell. You're like walking down the Strip in Vegas and you see this very large roller coaster surrounding a fake New York City skyline. Not the real thing, the smaller one from Vegas. I think it's pretty fun. This ride is known to be ass. It's known to be terrible. It's known to be dog shit. I've been on it before. I never rode it with the original trains. I've only ridden it with the new Premier trains with the comfort collars. I did it last year, and personally, I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was good, but I don't know. It was fun, I guess. Fun fact about this ride. When I was a kid, I was in Vegas, and I remember my parents kept trying to get me to go on it, and I was so scared I didn't want to do it, and I never did it. My parents were like trying to bribe me and shit. And then they all went on it. I didn't go on it, and they all hated it so much and said it gave them horrible headaches and neck pain and everything. So hey, I'm taking W's out here ever since I was a 6-year-old or whatever. You go up through like the arcade area and the hotel. Honestly, the Manhattan Express sign is pretty cool. I like it. I think it's fun. Get in line to get a ticket for the ride. $25 for one ride. That's pretty insane for any roller coaster. But okay, we're about to find out if it's worth it. I'm open mind. That's what we're doing. No loose articles whatsoever on this ride. You have to rent a locker. You have to pay for it, but at least the lockers are only $1. So, not too bad. I was hoping to get to film on this ride, but they were like, no. Like, I brought my GoPro and stuff, my chest thing, and they were like, no, you can't bring anything. I was like, damn. Okay, that sucks. Whatever. Put our stuff in the locker. There was no one waiting in line. We're about to walk on. We could have walked on, or we could have waited 2 trains for the front row. So I was like, dude, let's do the front row. I've never done it on this ride. Let's try it. So that's what we're gonna do. It took a very long time to get on this ride. There were 2 groups of people ahead of us. I don't know what the crew was doing, to be honest, but the trains, there were 2 trains. They were just kind of sitting there in the station. No one was riding them. Sat there for about 5 minutes, nothing. And then they let the first group go, and then they rode. And then the next train that's empty comes and parks. Nothing for a while. I then realized that they weren't loading trains until the previous train had completely unloaded in the unload station. And all the people were off the platform. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's what they were doing. I don't even know why you're running 2 trains at that point. Like, save the wear and tear, dude. So it took a very long time. We probably waited 25 minutes. It took 25 minutes for them to send 2 trains. A little rough. It's funny, they have like a photographer taking your picture and shit, even before you do the ride. Boarded that shit. Okay. Go out into the Vegas heat. Luckily, it wasn't that hot. It was chill. I mean, okay, no, it wasn't chill, but it wasn't like 110 degrees. It was only like 95 degrees outside. Go up the lift hill, big ass lift hill. Pretty sweet. First drop, it's Togo time. It's fine. All good. It's funny, this ride is a hypercoaster, so you're high up there, man. First drop wasn't too rough, it was chilling. The turn into the second drop, a little jank, not too bad. Second drop, far larger than the first. Pretty, you know, like it was fine. It's not amazing airtime out of your seat. It was okay. Nothing great. You fly up into this second little hill, and dude, this second hill is like, I don't know, I'm like looking at the track in front of me. We're in the front row. This shit looks like it was designed in like Roblox or Minecraft, like square. Everything is square somehow, and then you go into it and it's just like bang, bang, bang. It was kind of funny how bad the transitions are. Dive down into the loop. The loop was fine, you know, it's an intense loop. It's a loop, you know, a loop-de-loop shit on a roller coaster. Cool, dude. Go up, okay, then you see the Heartline roll dive loop thing in front of you. And it does look cool. I will say the way the track kind of curves in its Heartline, it looks cool as hell. You twist and it was chilling, and then you're upside down, and then you basically slam into this thing so hard. The jank is unreal. It's just like slam so hard. You can like feel when the track starts to curve down. It's not smooth or flowy whatsoever. It's just very brutal. Then you fly up into the mid-course. At this point, I was kind of just laughing at how jank it was. Ray Van Turn was kind of terrified, but also having fun. Little left turn. Then you dive down into an airtime hill. No airtime. You kind of barely make it over. Honestly, I thought we were gonna almost stall out on that hill. Right turn. Every single turn on this ride is just like there's a bang, just like a bang slam left or right every single time the track twists or changes direction in any way. Couple airtime hills. I got airtime on that one. A teeny tiny bit of airtime, not very much. Then you go to this helix. It's, you know, positive G's are okay. It's like whatever. Okay. Little bunny hills, you know, teeny little bunny hills. Then you're into the brake run. And then, honestly, this part is one of the coolest parts of the ride, in my opinion, because you go back inside and then it kind of lets you down back into the casino area. And it's like, oh shit, I'm back in the casino. I think that's pretty cool, pretty wild that there's like a huge coaster inside this casino. Like, that's pretty damn cool. You can't knock that. You exit the train and the unload station, and then you're in front of like these, like, you can buy pictures. There's like 3 different pictures that you could buy, dude. They monetize this coaster so heavily. You're in Vegas, that's what they're doing. The ride kind of sucks. It's pretty bad. Like, it's not good. It's not. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Like, I think people say it's like the worst coaster in the country. I think I've ridden way more unenjoyable things than that ride. It's more just like it's huge and the transitions suck, and the second half kind of nothing happens. It's very bland, I would say. Not much force going on there. Positives of the ride, I think the trains look cool. The theme is cool and fun. It's wild that you can just ride a ride that's in the middle of a busy street, you know, busy poppin' downtown type area. That's pretty dope. Very unique and cool. The first loop is fine. The dive loop is janky as hell, but it's fun. I like it. But I'd say overall the negatives outweigh the positives. Like, the negatives, like, it's so expensive. Like, $25 for that shit is way too much. I did some math here. So, like, let's say you go to Islands of Adventure, right? Let's say you pay $120 for a ticket there. I know it could be less, it could be more. It depends on the day you go. $120. If I divide that by 7, so let's say you ride 7 rides that day. You do Velocicoaster, Hulk, Hagrid's, Forbidden Journey, Spider-Man, Popeyes, and Cat in the Hat. That's $17 per ride at Islands of Adventure versus $25 for one ride. And if you want to ride it again, you have to pay an extra $10 to re-ride. Whereas Islands of Adventure, you can just do whatever you want, dude. You could just ride Velocicoaster 7 times and it would be cheaper. It'd be better value paying to go to Islands of Adventure than it is to ride the Big Apple coaster. And that's pretty wild to think about. The trains, the Premier trains, they're definitely better than what the old trains would have been. I feel like those like neck guards would have been so dog shit on the old trains. For sure, with the crazy transitions. Like, dude, why did they put those on that ride? Holy shit. Like, that's like the worst idea anyone could have had, for real. Ray Van Turn actually experienced those trains however many years ago. Sucks for him. The current Premier trains they have, they're not the greatest. They suck to get in and out of, and the comfort collars are annoying, but absolutely better than what those old trains would have done, for sure. Do I think you should fly to Vegas for that ride? No, I don't think you should. I think it's kind of bad. I think if you're in Vegas and you like coasters, I think you should try it once. But yeah, I don't know. The $25 is pretty shit for how terrible the ride is.
Okay, honestly, the ride really isn't that bad. I think I'm being a little dramatic. I think the only reason why I'm saying it's so bad is because it's so expensive. It's fun. You know, like you're going fast, you're going upside down, there's some G-forces. It's a fairly long ride. Okay, imagine like 7-Eleven. You're going to 7-Eleven, getting a slice of pizza, and they're charging you $15 for that one slice of pizza. Like, yeah, like I'm like still getting pizza, you know, like I'm a pretty firm believer of like even bad pizza is still like pizza, and it's still like probably gonna be pretty fucking good. Because that slice of shitty pizza was so overpriced, it's making me be a little more critical of that pizza. Just like the Big Apple coaster. That's what it is. You're paying way too much for a slice of 7-Eleven pizza. You think you're getting some like real ass like New York style shit, but you're not. Ray Van Turn said that it's kind of like Texas Hold'em. It's a real pretty game, but at the end of the night, I still have a hangover and less money in my pocket than I did before. Anyways, I'm still glad I did it. I had fun, okay? I had a good time. It was interesting, to say the least. It's just such an interesting thing. Vegas is a weird place. If you've been to Vegas, it's bizarre. It's like it's the only place that a terrible roller coaster like that can thrive. You know, like it doesn't exist to have this like elite attraction. You know, it's in Vegas, which is a place where people go to consume lots of things and stuff. You know, they're not there to like, ride an elite Intamin or something. They don't give a shit. They're gonna be walking down the street and be like, "Whoa, roller coaster loops! Let's check it out."
Come on, babe, I want to ride the roller coaster.
And then they check it out, and then they give them money. And you know, it's a roller coaster. You know, you are riding a roller coaster with loops. It's also something that exists so kids can ride it and have some fun while their parents do all sorts of other stuff. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Big Apple Coaster has a purpose, and it succeeds at fulfilling that purpose. I mean, it's been around for this many years, and they like paid to get the nutrients for it, so it must be working for them. After that, no rerides, mainly because it felt criminal paying in total $35 for 2 rides on that thing. So no reride. I would have liked to do some rerides just to feel the jank again. Like the jank is like it's like so fucking bad that it's like kind of good, and it's like kind of should be studied. It's kind of like it's so bad that it's something. You know, it's kind of like The Room, that movie, The Room. I don't know. I would have liked to ride it again, but yeah, not paying more for that. Yeah, absolutely not. After that, just kind of, you know, made our way to the show that we were going to. Is at Brooklyn Bowl. Stopped at Whataburger. Is Whataburger in Vegas? Holy shit. What a time I'm having in Vegas eating Whataburger. That's cool. I will say, though, Whataburger does not hit nearly as hard when you're eating it, like, before midnight. You know what I mean? It's like an after midnight type of thing there. We made our way to the show, dude. Soul music is amazing. Fucking sick. Very good time. Then after that, we just did a bunch of things that law-abiding citizens do in the city of Las Vegas. These people on the streets kept giving us all these weird-looking Pokemon cards for free. Ray Van Turn hit some slots and definitely won a lot of money. He definitely won a lot of money and didn't lose any money.
I lost.
And then we went back to where we were staying, knocked out. Next day, woke up. My bandmate wanted to go to this diner called Zippy's. It's like a Hawaiian diner. I guess they have a bunch of locations in Hawaii, but they have a couple in Vegas for some reason. Those are the only like mainland locations. So that's what we did. Went to Zippy's, dude. I got this Kahlua pig plate. Holy shit, man. Zippy's was incredible, dude. Yo, so good, man. I love Hawaiian food. I love Hawaiian barbecue. This was unbelievable. The mac salad with the rice, and I got an egg on top of mine eventually. Holy shit, dude. Their chili is insane. Ray Van Turn got a chili Loco Moco. Wow, what a day. Amazing start to my day. Hung out for a little bit, got some coffee. Adventure Dome time. at Circus Circus. I'm far more excited for the Adventure Dome than I was for Big Apple Coaster. Why? I've been there before. I've done Canyon Blaster. I remember loving it. It's been a very long time. It's been probably 15 years since I've been there, so it's a very long time. I haven't done El Loco, so I'm excited to try El Loco for the first time. And I was curious about the SpongeBob Dark Ride that they have. Rolled up to the Adventure Dome. I got wristbands online. Wristband was $30. Sick, dude. $5 more than the Big Apple Coaster, and we get all this stuff here that we can do. Amazing. It was pretty crowded. I was worried the lines were going to be long, but it ended up not being too bad. El Loco time, dude. The S&S El Loco. Wow, such a good name. This is going to be my first El Loco that I've ever done before. I'm curious. They always looked interesting and weird to me, just like a wild mouse, but like extreme wild mouse type of thing. I'm excited. New coaster type too. Oh my goodness. What are the restraints gonna feel like? What are the seats gonna feel like? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My little nerd inside of me is like, oh my god, what's it gonna do to me? The sensations it's gonna bring. What's gonna happen? I'm ready. I brought my GoPro stuff again, sat in the front with my chest mount on, and the dude was like, you can't film with that here. I'm sorry, man. And I was like, really? Like, it's not gonna like go anywhere? I didn't see any signs or anything that said I can't use this. And then he was like, yeah, our policy is no GoPros. And I was like, fuck, okay, whatever. So I took it off. He was like, you can film with your phone though. And I was like, what? Why? That doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. I don't know why I'm allowed to hold my phone with my hand and film on the ride, but I'm not allowed to have the camera that is physically strapped to my body. I don't know. Am I missing something? Like, am I stupid? Am I missing some actual reasoning here? Let me know. I don't know. I think that's like just fucking stupid, but it's okay. No big deal. One thing I was not ready for was the onboard audio that they played going up the lift hill. It was kind of like a jump scare, to be honest. I was like, oh shit. And going up the lift hill too. It's like you're going so fast. It's like insane, dude. The jolt when the chain catches you was quite a lot. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Slapping me in the back of the head. Okay. Well, all good. Up the lift hill. Dude, when you're up there, you're going so fast. It feels like you're going too fast. You round that turn, crazy ass laterals like an insane wild mouse. Crest the drop, and dude, that drop was fucking crazy, man. The ejector airtime that you get into that thing was bonkers. Ridiculous. I'd 100% into that lap bar, dude. Ass in the air. Crazy. So strong. It was short because it's a small little drop, but it was, holy shit. It had a punch. Damn. Hit the bottom little valley, go up this like turn thing. There was like a jolt going up that, and it wasn't like too bad, but it was kind of like, oh shit, kind of like a little bang, but it was okay. It wasn't too bad, dude. The little outer bank turn was so fun and weird, so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, I enjoyed that. And then you turn right, then you're upside down, and going into this, there was another jolt. Another fairly strong just shunt left right in the seat, and it hurts a little bit. Wasn't terrible though. Hanging upside down in this little dive loop thing, pretty wild sensation. Bizarre. All the blood just like flying to your head. I don't know if I liked it. I think that's just like a personal preference though. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. Dive down, then you go up into the mid-course brake run, and there was another pretty violent jolt into this little brake run here, and then you do this weird little left turn. Ooh, funky, weird. And then you do another crazy hang time dive loop thing, dude. It's so weird. You're just hanging upside down for so long, and then kind of dive down into the final brake run. Then you're done. Then you just rode El Loco. It was a fun ride, honestly. I guess I didn't really know what to expect going into it. I think the forces were far more extreme than I was anticipating. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty intense. That first drop is up there with one of the most jarring, intense first drops I've ever felt on a roller coaster, and I think it's just because it's so fast. It's just like crazy strong, insane airtime, and then slam back down into your seat all in like 1 second, pretty much. For me, it felt like Railblazer's first drop, but it was stronger
and less sustained, so it didn't last as long. So you're sitting down, you just have like a slam up, slam down, kind of like Cloud, that combo Cloud has in Smash. I like the lateral forces on the turns. It was like a Wild Mouse, but like way more gnarly, trying to throw you out of the train. The Outer Bank thing was weird and fun. I liked that a lot. What I did not like was the jolts that happened a couple times. In the front row, they weren't so bad. You know, it wasn't like enough to ruin the ride, but it was definitely there. And it was definitely a part of the experience for sure. But it's all good.
Ray's one sentence review of El Loco was, it's kind of like that feeling when you've gotten all the firecrackers at the Chinese slot machine and it triggers the mini game and you don't really know what's happening, but the number just keeps going up and exciting things keep happening. I don't know, dude. I think you get something of a bit more substance in return from your money with El Loco.
Got off El Loco. Canyon Blaster's right there, dude. Canyon Blaster. The Aero Looper from the 90s, dude. I've ridden this before. I remember it being fun. I remember it being like cool with like the tunnels and stuff and the crazy intense ride. Pull up to the station, dude. Got this sick ass train. Like look at the sparkles, dude. I want like a drum set with that sparkle, like that green sparkle. It's so sick, goes so hard. I like those Aero trains too. I think they look really cool. They look fun. Pretty much walked right on. Just wanted to get like whatever the quickest weight was. It was like in, I don't know, middle of the train. All good, dude. Strap in. Standard Aero over the shoulder restraint. Seats are a little different. It was fine. Little dip out of the station, dude. A little right turn into the tunnel. And you go up the lift hill and classic Aero chain lift sound. Amazing, dude. Do a little pre-drop. The pre-drop was far larger than I thought it was going to be. A little left turn. Then the first drop, dude. It feels like a first drop on an Aero Looper. Airtime, for sure. And you go into these loops, dude. You go into the first loop, and it's like, holy shit. This ride is going way too fast. It should not be going this fast. Like, they gotta, like, what? Like, way too fast. Second loop. Holy shit, man. Ridiculously intense. And then you feel like you're on like a runaway mine train, whatever, right? Like there's no brakes. Like you're not supposed to be going this fast. That's what it feels like. 'Cause you see the track in front of you, and it's like, oh shit, it's some old ass Aero janky ass track, and you fly up into this turn, dude. You get crazy airtime straight into your restraint. Right turn into these two corkscrews, and usually the Aero corkscrews are like pretty floaty, you know. But these are not. These are like you're in a fucking fighter jet, like. Crazy positive G's, twisting, ridiculous, so cool, so intense, so fun. And after those corkscrews, you kind of blast through the canyon. No shit, crazy. Helix, fun helix, positive G's going in and out of the canyon, blasting in and out of the canyon. No way, crazy. And you're like inside. It's like dark in there, and you kind of don't know where you're going. You don't know when you're gonna hit the brakes. Do another little turn, then you do hit the brakes. Then you just rode Canyon Blaster, dude, at the Adventure Dome. Yo, Canyon Blaster kicks ass. That ride is awesome. It's running way too fast. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, what the hell is the deal? Is it because it's inside? Is it like the newer gen Aero trains? Like, I don't know what the hell is they're doing there, dude. I don't know if they're giving the train and if they're feeding it special substances that are found in Las Vegas to make it go faster. I don't know what's going on, but holy shit, that is an unbelievably intense ride. It feels it's so fun. Not too rough either. I have been on way rougher, way jankier feeling Aero coasters. This one, of the Aero Loopers I've done, I'm not going to count Loch Ness Monster because that just got retracted and I never did the original. But of the Aero Loopers I've done, so like Viper, Demon, Corkscrew at Cedar Point, Dragonfire, Canada's Wonderland, of those, Canyon Blaster is the smoothest for sure. Like there's, it's not like smooth, it's not smooth, but it's smoothest than those ones. And especially considering how violent this ride is, start to finish, like it's pretty damn good. I want to come back to it later. Don't even worry about it, dude. Canyon Blaster slaps.
Ray's one sentence Canyon Blaster review. Like playing roulette, because the fun of it is in all the spinning. Those loops gave me joy that lasted till about the time I lost $100 at the Chinese slots.
My dog must have had a rough night last night. That's all I gotta say. The true Vegas experience. Canyon Blaster and losing money.
After that, I wanted to go find this SpongeBob dark ride. Tried to find it, found out that it was closed. Guess I'm not doing it. That sucks. That's okay, though. Back to El Loco. El Loco time. Got a front row again. The same exact experience as before. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I think I could kind of soak in some of the elements a little bit more. It was cool. Back to Canyon Blaster, dude. Fucking Canyon Blaster is an insane ride. Like, it's so dope. I love the pink, and like the green trains are sick, and like the fact that it like goes in and out of the canyon. It's like blasting in and out of the canyon. You go like around the canyon. It's pretty sick, right? Isn't it cool? This time I got a back row ride. The back row was amazing on that thing, dude. Crazy airtime down the drop. Whipped through those loops like Indiana Jones style. Amazing, dude. Back over to El Loco. I wanted to do a back row, or I guess second row, whatever. Just wanted to see how it was. The second row on El Loco, the jolts were worse. For me, made the ride almost unenjoyable for how violent the jolts were, like slamming my legs left and right into the train and my torso.
Crazy, but for me, El Loco back row is way more painful than Big Apple Coaster.
Ride El Loco in the front, okay? Ride it in the front. It is better. It's a little too loco for me in the back. Another thing that I think is cool about El Loco is that the trains, when they like stack together in the station, they are so close together, like an inch apart. That's pretty sick. Engineering, badass. Another ride on Canyon Blaster. This time I wanted to get a front row, see the difference between the back. I enjoyed the back way more than the middle. We're going to see how the front goes. The front on Canyon Blaster was way more gnarly with the positive G's, dude. I almost blacked out of those two loops, like just seeing stars and then more stars and then more stars, and then you fly up into that crazy ass airtime hill into the two corkscrews, and then you get it all back. All the blood is back in your brain. You fly into the corkscrew. Yeah, it was sick. It was so sick. I think it was a little more rough in the front because you're kind of being thrown into all the transitions, so naturally it's going to be a little more janky, a little more rough in the front. So I think in the back was my favorite overall. Front's still dope though. Like it wasn't bad. Like so sick, dude. That ride kicks ass. And that was it. The Adventure Dome. We had to go play our show, so we had to get out of there. Is the Adventure Dome worth it? Should you travel there from out of state? I don't know. I mean, I guess Vegas as a whole for coasters, it's not the best, you know? I mean, obviously there's a shit ton of other things to do in Vegas, so you could do the other stuff and hit the coasters and have a full weekend if you want. But I think if you're just trying to go somewhere for coasters, I don't think Vegas is the place to be going, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I still had a lot of fun. But like, I don't know, let's say you're from somewhere in the United States. I don't know. You're from, say you live in like South Dakota, right? There's no major theme parks in South Dakota, so you have to fly somewhere. Should you go to Vegas? No, you shouldn't. You should go somewhere else. But I think if you're in Vegas already, I think especially the Adventure Dome is worth a visit. It honestly exceeded my expectations in general. I thought it was going to be kind of run down and shitty and maybe a little sketchy and shady, but it did not feel like any of those things to me. Everything was clean and well kept. Yeah, it was good. The one thing that's kind of weird is it's just pink when you're inside because the windows are pink on the outside, so it's just pink when you're in there, you know?
I was going to color correct it so it wasn't pink anymore, but I wanted to show what it actually looks and feels like in there. It feels weird.
I only spent like an hour and a half there or so and got a bunch of rides, which is sick. There were like no lines. Like I said, it was packed. Like it was popping for sure. But like for the coasters, at least, pretty much walking on everything. Amazing.
They also have a bunch of like games and flat rides and stuff there. But that's not my thing. I just want to do the coasters and get out of there.
Went to the show, played the show, drove home. Got home at like 4 a.m. Now I'm recording this voiceover. Wow, what a weekend in Vegas. Amazing. Operations. New York is so bad. I don't know what they were doing. Like straight up, no clue what they were doing, what they were waiting on. I don't know, man. Adventure Dome, they were fine. Honestly, like the operators at Adventure Dome felt like the operators at any other regional Six Flags park, Cedar Fair. Oh no, it's all Six Flags now. It's Six Flags Park, something like that. Rides for the trip. Got 1 on the Big Apple coaster, 3 on El Loco, and 3 on Canyon Blaster. Rankings. Vegas rankings. Number 4, we got the Big Apple coaster. Kinda not great. Janky, expensive. Not the greatest ride. 3, we got El Loco. Crazy intense, crazy airtime, weird laterals, weird funky inversions. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Definitely better in the front than the back. The back was painful for me. Number 2, we got my breakfast at Zippy's. This isn't even shitting on the coasters, dude. That breakfast was just so fucking crazy and so fucking good that it's I've got to put it here. Number 1, we got Canyon Blaster, dude. The Aero Looper. So sick, so much fun. I had so much fun in the front, the middle, and the back. Back was my favorite. Love that thing, man. It's so crazy intense, so fun. I wish Speed the Ride was still around. That thing looked amazing, dude. Holy shit, that thing looked awesome. I really, really wish Speed the Ride was still around, but it's not, and that's okay. It's kind of crazy. I feel like the Big Apple coaster and stuff, like I feel like that it's been around for so long, so it must be making money for the hotel. Like they've been pouring money back into it. Like the queue looks nice and everything's clean up there and stuff, and they're staffing it properly and everything. I feel like another Vegas hotel should build another coaster, but like a good ride this time. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some kind of gimmicky ride, like an Intamin Tower coaster, or like a dive coaster. I don't know, something like good, something weird and fun. Like I think it would do well. I'm also just saying this just because I want them to do that, and I want another roller coaster being built. Like, of course I do. This is just me, dude. Of course that's what I want. I'm kind of surprised that any of the casinos haven't done anything like that. But I don't know. I guess they've got it. Whatever. It's popping. Guess they got it figured out. But I don't know. I don't think whenever Big Apple coaster goes down, I don't know if New York would put something else up. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts on the Vegas coasters. What's your favorite? Which one do you hate? Which one do you love, dude? I don't know. Let me know.
R.I.P. Desperado at Buffalo Bills. I never got to ride it. I really wish I did.
Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for supporting the channel. I love you, dude. I love you. Goodbye.
That was sick. It's good. It's good. It's good rides here in here, man. I don't know, like I said, that ride is like 30 years old, more than 30 years old. Like 35 years old.
I definitely could have put my hands up.